Hello, good morning. I'm actually early today. You know what? I feel like I'm early. Wait, no, not that one. This one. I'm way bigger in this one. Wait, hold on. Is that a good thing? Probably not. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Leather. Good morning, Hollow. Good morning. I was about to say good morning to Stream Elements. Good morning, Connor. Good morning, Pavan. Good morning, Dal. Good morning, Kazumi. Hello there. Welcome in. The earliest of birds. Good morning, Robertson. Welcome in. Good morning, Falani. How are y'all doing? Good morning, Danny. Good morning, Yokels. Good morning, Srigan. Okay, good morning, Fusabot. Hi, Mo. Today's off. Today is off. Oh, yes, it is. Hello, welcome in. Today we are doing absolutely fucking nothing. Okay, well, listen. I think it's almost New Year's for y'all already. That doesn't count, okay? In Japan, it's already New Year's too. Here, it is 11 in the morning. So it is very early. I feel like I look a little bit too bright now because I have a white screen and it reflects on my face. So now I am peak whites. The peakest of whites. Today's off, yes. Tomorrow's off too, right? You taking tomorrow off too? If you're not, you should be taking tomorrow off as well. Hi, Vadil, good morning. First greeting from the new apartment. I'm drowning in boxes. That's okay, because you have a new apartment. I'm excited for you. Are you going to be spending the whole weekend just opening boxes? I'm guessing you are. And if you don't have at least 2 boxes that are just nothing but minis, I'm sorry. I don't think this is the real Ragnar. Maybe that's just me. I don't think so.
This is a great opportunity for slaughter.
This is the last day of the new year, or of the year. You're just like, this is a great opportunity for slaughter. Yes. Hi, Epic. Welcome back. Thank you so much for the resub. New Year's and a half of year of subbing. An even better year. Even better than last year. Oh, but it was such a banger already. I always have weekends. Okay, well, just making sure. I do absolutely nothing. You can ring in the noon year. Okay, happy noon year. We're gonna actually, the friend that we are going to is bringing. I was literally saying that in the Dutchest way in the world. Bringing oliebollen mix. So we're gonna make oliebollen. And I also bought kerststollen because they were on sale at the Dutch store. So we bought like 3 giant kerststollen. I'm looking forward to eating those. Hi, Wall, good morning. Definitely morning for you. 2, are you joking? More like 5. Fine, see, this is how I know you. This is how I know you. Otherwise, I'd be very confused. This is not Final Fantasy 14. It's not, no. Listen, here's the thing, Sasha, here's the thing. If I had started up Final Fantasy 14, I'm gonna have a shorter stream anyway. I would have just spent it talking. I would have spent it talking, and you know I would have. Because that's what I do. I sit here and I talk, and then there's a game on in the background. Except then sometimes I ignore the game. Whoops. Hi, that's it. Good morning. Also, what the hell is that emote? Oh, I thought that was something completely different. Sorry. I had to check. Okay, I had to check. My R does sometimes roll out of nowhere. Learning Polish is doing that to me. I just, whenever I want to say the R, the Dutch R, or when I want to say a Dutch word second, the word before that somehow get Dutchified. I don't know why that happens, but it does. Here we are. So then I make sounds. I unpacked my 4 boxes of books already. So your boxes are books, minis, games? Paint? Question mark? Maybe? I have to wash my hair. I mean, there's never a bad time to wash your hair, really. Let's be honest. Hi, thanks! No ban hammering today. Well, actually, I say that. We aren't just chatting. Sometimes. Also, I didn't even say good morning to you, French. Hi, French. Good morning. And good morning to you, thanks. What do you make oliebollen when I saw a meme today about it? I can't have you... Can't you have a normal non-meme dinner? It's not dinner. Oliebollen is a traditional Dutch New Year's snack. You've never had it? Thank God it's not Final Fantasy 14. I'm still stuck in VOD hell. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I know Danny can't be here if I was playing Final Fantasy 14. Hello there, worst player. Welcome in. It is nice to meet you. I've been watching your YouTube my whole week off. I hope you enjoyed it, and it's not. It's like, oh God, I hate every second of this. Hi Jeff. Good morning. Welcome in. How long are we going to stream today? I'm gonna max it out at 2 hours. Nick will keep me accountable. He's here. because I still have to actually upload that Witcher video, which will be a secret one that I'm uploading on a secondary channel. I'll link it on Twitter, and I'll link it on Discord, and then I will delete it on Monday. I'm actually serious. Like, if it doesn't have too many views, I can just hide it, and then I don't have to re-upload it. But if it has too many views, I'm gonna delete it, and then re-upload it for Patreon and Ko-fi. I'm celebrating Christmas, New Year's in Europe with my parents, and oh my god, I've missed the food so much. I'd forgotten how much food is better here compared to Canada. Don't remind me, Epic. It really is. It really is. I miss our food the most out of everything. I miss the food. It's chilling for New Year's and all the fireworks. Oh, I hope they actually don't use too many here, because we're not going to be here, but the cats are. They don't like fireworks. I left the house at 8:30. Obviously, I'm not feeling well. Oh no. Wait, what were you doing out at 8:30? Where were you going? Like 1 or 2 boxes of all those other strange things humans need in apartments. Rip my wallet. IKEA took my soul. When you move, it is customary that you sell at least a shard of your soul to IKEA. Oliebollen met kaas. Gadverdamme, absoluut niet. We do not add cheese to everything. Even though people might think that we do. Cheese does go with a lot of things, I will say. I have to go in half an hour. Well, see? Everyone's going in half an hour. No, definitely not 5 hours. It might even be less than 2 hours. It's definitely going to be a short one. It's going to be a short one. I have stuff to do still for before we leave. I'm a big fan of your channel. Oh, thank you. I'm very glad you're enjoying them. I'm taking January off from video making. I'm not making any videos in January, and I will resume in February. But given the reaction of my Patreon and Ko-fi, I am not gonna have like a monthly schedule anymore. I'm gonna make a video that I am happy with, and maybe it'll be 2 hours, but y'all are okay with that, right? You're okay with 2-hour videos. And I'm just gonna take my time. I'm gonna take my time. Happy New Year to you.
Encountering you has been a wonderful quality of life upgrade for me. You've been a source of improved beauty and fitness. Your antics keep my spirits higher than usual. I'm blessed you've been in my life.
Oh.
Take all my love.
Oh, Landar, thank you, buddy. I'm so glad to have met you as well. I'm really glad to have so many people that like, because a lot of you have already knew before, obviously, but some of you have only started talking this year, and I'm very pleased with that. I'm really happy about that, honestly. Thank you, Landar. That's very sweet of you. Secret Witcher stuff. Yeah, it's gonna just be the comparison of The Witcher Season 2 to the books real quick.
Why not both?
And honestly, why not both? Yorveth says, why not both? Quake, thank you so much for using Prime here. I super appreciate that. Welcome in. Enjoy your emotes, of which, yeah, okay, yeah, they're largely The Witcher. A lot of Yorveth. They're still largely The Witcher. It is still the overarching category of my emotes is... Yep. No fireworks allowed here. I wish they had that here. The cats do not love it. I went to the bank and the grocery store. Ew. Go home immediately. That sounds awful. Hi, Hush. Good morning. How are you doing? Welcome in. Oh, hello. Speaking of cats. Little does IKEA know I sold my souls to Games Workshop long ago. Oh yeah, no, I figured that much. Yes? She's like, it's New Year's. Am I getting candy or not? No, I still make TikToks. I'll still make TikToks. Don't you worry. I've done some prep work for those as well. But otherwise, I'm just gonna play Onimusha. In the end of the stream, let's watch how the past 2 years have felt. Didn't you talk about that before? I've already seen that one, but we can watch that. I've already seen it. How about this? This is 1.5 hours long. Let's have it that long. Let's be that long. It's hard to talk when I'm out of the loop. Oh, buddy. Hi, Energizer. Happy New Year to you. It's gonna be quite a video then. I'm not gonna talk about how I feel about the season. I'm trying so hard to avoid that, but I had to cry about Eskel just a little bit. Hi, Sandy. Hi, buddy. How's your park doing? Yeah, she's like, oh, I can't believe you're feeding your own cat candy, Nicholas. There you go.
Pay you to feed her.
You're right here. Ah! Arwen just had a little bit of... Sorry, that was just me. I had a reaction. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What the heck? Worst player, thank you so much. What the hell? Thank you so much. Happy New Year. Arwen says, feed me more candy. But other than that, thank you so much. I super appreciate that. Welcome everybody who just got a new amount of emotes added to their slots. The Yoda emotes make me want to replay The Witcher 2 again. Do it. Do it. Do a New Year's Witcher 2. Let's go. How much for a soul? Depends. Ask IKEA. Or Games Workshop, apparently. Or Sasha. I mean, Sasha is an elder god, so I mean, you know. Sasha, thank you so much as well for another lucky 10. Another one. I can't slap my desk. If I slap my desk, everything will break. Also, did you notice that I'm not using a green screen today?
Who shall suck my salty
I'm not
bits?
using a green sheet.
Thought we survived yet another week.
That we did, thanks. Thank you so much. Thank you, buddy. Boop. We just break every hype train. Should I just up it a level?
And
Should
there
I?
was much rejoicing.
Should I up it a level? Olerin, welcome back, buddy. Thank you for the resub. Thank you, everyone. Another successful hype train. Morning from the States. Well, good morning, Stillhaven. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Good day, good day. Oh, no, she's throwing up in the background. You can't really do anything about that. They can see you, Nicholas. There's no green screen. They can see you. I saw him doubt, like, should I get up? She didn't even. Oh no, I was like, she didn't even
Who
throw up.
shall
No,
suck
she
my
did. Nope,
salty
nope,
bits?
she did. I really do feel like I belong and I've been doing things right. Oh, Landar, buddy. You are such a sweetheart. I am super tired today, but you know what? I think that's like standard at this point. Standard, I am really, really tired. I still haven't watched the new Witcher season. It's okay, you can live vicariously through me. Thank you, Robertson. Thank you so much. Too much cat candy? Apparently the cat candy was too much. It was too much. It's over there. Yeah, I know. I didn't see it either.
Who shall suck my salty
Actually, they
bits?
can barely see you.
Yay!
You're obscured by my microphone. Wow. Whoa, thank you so much. Year-end choo-choo. Wonder what we're getting. I better get something funny. I want to get something funny this time. My throat is totally shot and I'm blown away it survived. To be fair, at like 3-hour mark, Sandy, you were like, oh, you know, it's end of stream, the park is dead, basically. And then suddenly the Coke turned it around and you went for another 2 hours or something. Happy New Year's! You've heard about the Witcher DLC? I think I have. It's new about the House of the Manticore? No, I have not actually. What the heck? The only comment I have about Witcher Season 2 is that I don't want to talk about it. Same, that I said. Same! Hi, Helmheimer! Hello, welcome in. Can we post a poll about the bears here? No, because I have veto rights here. You should all adopt a domesticated bear. Everyone should. Nick has infinite flocks to give. He does have a permanent tier 3 sub. So there we are. There we are. Good job, Nick. That was your cat candy. I hadn't even... Actually, well, yeah, I did give him one cat candy. Oh, she's fine. Who isn't tired in 2021? That's a valid question, Energizer. Honestly, that's a valid question. I wish vomit furballs were as cute and real life as they are in cartoons. They are certainly not. You don't look tired. It's the light. But thank you. Good lighting is everything. So far, I've only seen the first episode of season 2. I don't talk about it. I don't talk about it. People get mad at me when I talk about it. Or rather, you know what? It starts fights. Period. It starts fights, and I hate it. I just can't be bothered with it. I'm just gonna read my books again. I'm gonna play the games again, and ignore everything else. Do not adopt a bear. Do adopt a bear. I call it a Newfie. I want a domesticated alligator and call it the domesticator. Zandy, do you really think my chat's gonna be like, no, I don't want a domesticated bear when Sasha comes in with a domesticated alligator? Absolutely not. I just think of nice fuzzy things like the Loperids. Ah, they are very cute. Wait, we're fighting now? We can be if you want, Felch. Felch, you want to fight me? Do you want to fight me? Would you adopt a domesticated bear? Would you do it? Would you do that? Nice fuzzy big bear. As far as I've heard, the show isn't that good if you're a fan of the books. No comment. it doesn't follow the books. Like it just doesn't. It doesn't follow the books. If you want to see the Witcher books on screen, it's not that. They're doing their own thing. They're doing their own story, their own everything. So, you know, write fanfic instead. How about that? Yes for hugs? Yes! Yes for a hug! See? Mo would have one, Ragnar would have one, Kasumi would have one. I really underestimate Twitch chat regularly. You do! You do, Zandy. I mean, what did I get? Did I get a crying lion? Did I get a crying lion? Oh my god, I got a crying lion! Okay, that is kind of cute, but also, oh, buddy, I'm sorry. The Witcher show is the best adaptation. I'm not saying anything. I do not talk about it because I want to let people enjoy things. There's a lot of people who are very excited about The Witcher season 2. And that's, you know what? Hey, I want everyone to have fun. Just watch your Yen versus Triss video on YouTube. Post Witcher 3 in London Wine. Geralt and Yen had the character growth to work it out at the winery. See, you don't really see enough of them to really give that any kind of name. Like, they have this one conversation on the bench, and that's pretty much it. I still actually prefer the winery with Yennefer either way, because Triss, when she comes to the winery, is like, oh, do you remember Kovir? Hey, you want to come back to Kovir? Like, I don't hate it here, but Kovir, though? Do you want to come back? Whereas when Yennefer visits, it's like, hey, kind of like it here. You want me to stay? I can stay if you want. Like, which is such a, I don't know, I think that's just nicer. I think that's more Yennefer coming for Geralt's point of view there. Whereas Triss is a little bit obsessed with her job at that point, but that's just me. Why is it crying line? He emotes. I know exactly. He looks so sad. Why does he look so sad? This girl is at least happy. So sad. Somebody's trolling. Sad lion trolling was all right. Everyone's like, what repercussions as they try to feed their pet bear? Listen, Zandy, the bear would be domesticated. It would be a domesticated bear. Okay? Which means the bear is not going to eat your hands off because the bear is domesticated. They are used to you feeding them cheeseburgers. Presumably. I just got this place. No, exactly. And you know what? I really like the Toussaint garden. Like, it's nice. I like it there. Triss is just snowboarding in CV while Yen wants to move in. They still have tons of baggage to work through. No, exactly. Like, if they haven't gone to therapy yet, then, you know, my point stands. My point stands. It's alright, Ash. It's alright. I mean, that's what I mean. Like, to each their own. Lots of people really enjoy it, so. Always love that bit in the books where the one time Geralt felt really happy was when the party was in Toussaint. Yeah, no, like, where he was calm and he didn't even... I think he wouldn't even have left if he hadn't heard that news. He'd be like, you know what, actually, I'm okay here. This is fine. I'm fine here. I'll teach the bear how to cook. Solved, exactly. Then he can make his own cheeseburgers. Lion is sad because it was the last one this year. Well, you know, whose fault is that, Lion? God's. Should have been here earlier. It will bite your head off. Nah, it won't. It's domesticated. Bear is less likely to eat your hand off, but there is a chance. There's also a chance that my cats will scratch me to death in my sleep. There's always a chance. Well, you have to live life on the edge. I wish Netflix would have treated Cowboy Bebop like they treated Witcher. No, you don't. Sorry, that's the most I'll say about that. No, you don't. You're welcome, Zandy. I know you were curious. I know you were curious. Take a lot of cheeseburgers to feed a bear? But that's why you keep him outside. He doesn't have to stay in the apartment. Right, Arwen? She's looking at me like I threw up. Buddy. Hi, Duck. What's up? Good morning. Pretty sure if I can teach a bear how to make cheeseburgers, I can teach it to use the toilet as well. Okay, hold on. But how big is that toilet then? Excuse me.
Thank you for another year of great content, friendship, and inspiration. We're in for a rough start, but may 2022 end up being better for all of us.
It better be. You know what? 2021 was rough, but it had its good moments for me. Personally. I'm doing my own thing. And then that's why 2022 is gonna be good too, because I'm doing my own thing. Thank you so much, Wall. Thank you so much. I'm gonna do my best to get all my goals. You know what? They're a little bit ambitious for me. My goals are a little bit ambitious, but I think I can do it. I think I can do it. Arwen's like, so this is what humans feel like on January 1st. Just don't drink so much. Energizer, you shouldn't drink so much. I also unironically went back and watched some of the classic Polish Witcher shows. The special effects are still mostly ass. You know what? I actually really like the actors. Like Geralt and Yennefer, not Ciri necessarily. I really like the Geralt and Yennefer actors in the old Polish show. Like, genuinely, unironically, I really like Geralt and Yennefer in the old Polish show. A giant freezer to imitate hibernation conditions for the domesticated bear? Actually, would they even hibernate then? Would they just not skip hibernating? If I was a bear, I'd just skip hibernating. No, actually, that's a lie. Because as a human, I also kind of want to hibernate.
Here's some money to go towards the domesticated bear.
Sandy! Are you enabling me now? Have you done a 180? You're enabling me to buy a bear! Don't be surprised if I bring a bear to the next meetup. Because I'll do it. Fuck, I'll do it. I have a tiny bear in the back. I have the Critical Role bear. Thank you, Sandy! I've been swayed! It was my very persuasive arguments. I knew it. Thank you so much! That is very sweet of you, though. Even if it's for the bear. Even if it was coerced. Yes, I do, Hush. Yes, I do got it. Yes, I do. 2021 was certainly interesting. Yeah. We'll call it interesting. Just be Bruce Almighty and your bear can use a toilet even better than humans. Let me become God real quick. I drink pretty much nothing. Okay. Well, then you won't be a cat. This stream was a huge reason why 2021 was good for me. Same, actually. Was that too easy for me? Yes, absolutely. Gesundheit! Hi, Freddy. Good morning. Hello, welcome in. Now that I'm 25, I'm getting double the amount in monthly social security, and I'm already baffled by the amount of money. Fighting the temptation to buy a 3090. Buy your blacksmith stuff, Karnork. Get your blacksmith stuff sorted. You wanted to start doing that, right? Start 2022 by landing your hammer on an anvil. Izzy will just join the bear and also hibernate. Exactly. I want to hibernate. Personally, if I could just hibernate through winter, I would do it every time. Both Witcher 3 and Netflix used a former Polish actor for Geralt in the Polish dubs. Really? That's actually kind of cute. That's so cute. I'm glad he's still getting, like, I guess work like that. I'm sure he's not, like, hurting for work. But still, I like that they brought him back. The casting for Geralt in the show was 10 out of 10, and I'm pretty sure Witcher 1 was inspired by that. I hope so. No, he looked really good. That guy still champion. Witcher 3 VA for Geralt is different than the show's actor. Yeah, no, not the show actor. The other show actor. The Polish show actor. Hi, Scared! Wait, no, I'm gonna go with Scott. Otherwise, that sounds a little bit terrible. Hello there, Scott. Good morning. Welcome in. That is awesome. Also, hi, George. Good morning, also. I got pretty much everything but a place to work. Oh, okay. One goal I do have planned already is a driver's license. Yeah, no, okay, that's, yeah, worthwhile for sure. But I guess then you're gonna try and find yourself a little workshop to set up. I don't know how big your place is. You might be able to do that in the yard, if you have a garden or something. I wish we had winter so we can have winter breaks. We have a lot of winter and we still don't get winter breaks. Like we get a winter to the point where every single night around 2-3 a.m. there will be a giant snow shoveler making a lot of noise outside. You don't want that. You don't want that. The Polish VA for Vesemir passed away? Oh no, buddy. I'm glad he still got to finish the game at least. That's something. Welcome back, Falani. Hello, hello. How do? Where did you go? 2022 goal, play more D&D and make more D&D TikTok content. I honestly want to play more D&D as well, so I will join you on that one. I have a few campaigns that people have invited us to that I don't know if they're going anywhere otherwise. I might even set up my own one. Yeah, like a snowplow. We have lots of snowplows. I guess because Canada is just generally very snowy. I forgot how horrible the internet back here was. Oh no. I'm sorry, Falani. That's what I meant. The old show actor is Michael Zabrowski. The Polish Geralt VA in the game is Jacek Rodzenek? Really? The bit about Zabrowski dubbing over Netflix Geralt is accurate though. Oh, I thought he was in the games as well. He should have been in the games. Sad. Put him in the games, CD Projekt. Dang. He deserves it. Why does it do that at 3 AM? You know what, Olorent? I would like to ask them the same thing. Why? Why? Publish something on DM's Guild. Wait, what is DM's Guild? Is this something that I should know about? Stream buffers all the time, and I even turned off my uploads. For you. It's a small yard, but I'm not sure it'd be allowed due to the noise it'll make. Well, I mean, as long as you do it in the middle of the day, it shouldn't matter, right? Like, obviously don't do it late at night or very early in the morning, but otherwise, like, people do regular, like, housework and yard work that's really loud as well. So I don't see why they wouldn't be allowed to do blacksmithing. Do some blacksmithing. Tell them that Jinsey said it was okay. Play more D&D! Maybe even on Discord. No, would y'all join me? Yeah, you would join me. Why am I even asking? Of course you would. You would join me. You can join one of my own stream, or I can help you set up a D&D stream. Oh god. I'm the RP D&Der. I'm not the number D&Der. I don't actually know how to set one up. I'm terrible at that. I'll join someone else. I'll join you, George, on your stream. I want more D&D too. I just never have the time. I don't have time and I don't have groups. That's it, but Antir really wants to do one as well. I know a bunch of people in the flock really want to do D&D, so... Morning, Maverick! Hello, hello. How do? Welcome in. How's your day going? You should set up a Gen Z Twitch chat one-shot or something. At one point, I actually had this idea. I think it was once we got polls or something. I think I might still do that this year. Or next year, not this year. Definitely no time. But I had this other idea that involved polls. You'll see it when it happens. I'm actually a little bit excited for it. Hi, Ulti! Hello! Welcome in. Yeah, I saw your name on there and was like, yes! Could be fun, I think so. It's a publishing platform for homebrew D&D content. D&D lets you make money there. Oh, okay. I don't think I'm good enough to make homebrew D&D, but that still sounds very interesting. Yeah. Only do it late at night. Hammer at 3 AM only, like the snowplows. See, everyone here wants that. Everyone here wants D&D. How many tattoos do you have? Just this one. I want to get another tattoo, but they're very expensive. Like this one here was like 1,000 something. And the next one I want is gonna be like a full sleeve. So that one will be like 2,000 something at least. So I'm gonna wait until after, not this year, but the next year after we get the house. Then I'm gonna save up for a tattoo after that one. Not as a house celebration, but just as like, I want one. I want another tattoo. If there are 4 souls, if my neighbor would start blacksmithing in the yard, I would either move or murder. Or both. Both? I can't find a DM. I think that's everyone's problem. So many people can't find a DM, and it's really hard to DM right. Hey Ice, good morning. Welcome in, buddy. How was your New Year's Day? Old Year's Day? Is tomorrow New Year's Day? My resolution is continuing to have at least one new experience every year. Yeah, I mean, last year was the year I started doing lenses, colored lenses. I'm very happy that I did because they actually add so much to my life. I love colored lenses now. So I don't know what I'm gonna do next year. That's different, you know. I'll let you know next time we do a charity D&D stream. I will start writing some characters. Some interesting characters already. I don't know how to play D&D, so this may be a good chance to learn if school will not crush me first. I'm gonna have to read up a little bit on stuff as well, because I'm really not good with the numbers at all. If a DM wanted a reoccurring character for their party to interact with, I could do that, but I don't have time to sit down for a campaign. That's fair. To be fair, campaigns are a pretty big commitment, which is probably why most D&D groups seem to fall apart. Every so often. Every other stream should end with an emotional gay moment and a Jinsey ugly cry. No, I don't like crying on stream. I was determined not to cry in that Final Fantasy game moment. Could not help myself. I mean, you know, sometimes you just have a cry. Me getting a new SIM card for here because I left my original one in Germany. Oh no! I did that a lot too when I did like the flying back and forth. DMs are the healers of role-playing. Are they? Is it that bad? I do play a healer usually. Very casual. The thing is now, and I always tell people this, Like, first of all, it is quite a big tattoo, right? Like, it's wires. It is not a small tattoo. Like, this is a big tattoo. It's a little bit on the back as well. And if you get a tattoo, you want it to be done right. Let's be honest. This is on your body forever. I am gonna spend money on that. Like, I will not skimp. I am not gonna be like, well, you know what? I think I can probably get it in a back alleyway for like $40. I think that'll do. I think I want that on my body. Like, nope. So yeah, it's a lot of money, but you know, it's permanent. I handed in the concept for my tattoo, and now I have to wait for an artist to say, that's my style, take me, Mr. Eldritch Call. I actually know one, the tattoo shop that I went to, somebody had like nothing but Eldritch horrors on their list, and they would have been perfect for you, but it's in Toronto. Had internet provider problems for a few weeks, so it was kind of me in the chat. Well, welcome back, Kiwi. Welcome back. I hope that your internet is all Gucci again, because wow, how long has it been since I've said Gucci? It just felt right today. I don't know. Is it the water? I drank weird water. D&D Beyond makes it super easy to play D&D. Yeah, D&D Beyond is how we play usually because, well, everything's been online, right? So yeah, that makes sense. Twitch Police was like, bonjour for a second there. No, I was careful, don't worry. So I haven't gotten my first one yet because quality's expensive. It is! No, but exactly. And you're right though, good for you. Kiwi, thank you for the sub! Thank you for using Prime here. Welcome back. You can use Yordveth emotes. The guy whose inspiration is on my shoulder. D&D Beyond seems good, but you gotta buy all the content there digitally. Yes, that is a thing. I think when we bought it, like the gang bought it, we bought everything together and we just let each other use it. It's amazing to me that people will shop for deals with tattoos. Yeah, definitely never. Ice! Thank you so much! Thank you so much! Let's not go into tattoos yet, but in a year and a bit. A year and a bit. I have to emphasize "and a bit" every time. Also, fun fact, our house might get pushed back because there's no wood. No one has wood. So it might be a year and a bit and a bit and a bit. We'll see. We shall see. Sketchy back alleyway tattoos? What can go wrong? Roll the dice for tattoos! Imagine. The critical one. Now it's my time to leave. See you, Sasha! I hope, I think you're going... Are you going for work? I think you are. Were you going for work? I hope not. But if you are, good luck! Fly to Canada, Nick will help you heal the tattoo. If you come to Canada, I will tell you immediately where my tattoo shop was. A Gucci Prime! The only kind. I live by the rule of good work isn't cheap. Cheap work isn't good. No, but you're right though. No, exactly. No, if you want something done right, you can't expect to skimp on it. And that's just a fact. Spriggan, welcome back. Thank you for continuing the gift sub. Welcome back. I like how every time when you continue a gift sub or something, it's always Yordveth. I just love seeing Yordveth around. I love you, Yordveth. Why did you leave my basement? There's no tattoo fund. Not yet, anyway. Shopping for deals when it comes to anything dealing with one's body sounds like a bad idea. No, you're right though. Tattoo time status? I'll make a fun goal for it once it's time. Would you believe that? Yes, I blame the beavers. I don't know where all the wood went, but it's gone. Buying a home is a massive pain right now. Yeah, and like Quake, the way we did it is we waited until they started building new houses because it's wildly cheaper, specifically because you can't move in immediately. So I guess we lucked out on that. We just have to wait a bit. We have to wait a bit. Your house not made with bricks? No, bricks are like 30k more expensive or something. How much was it, Nick? If we wanted bricks?
Yeah, 30k more.
Yeah, it's $30,000 extra if you want bricks instead of wood. So we went with wood. $20 kidneys! Get your kidneys cheap and fresh. Where did you get them, sir? Felches, hi Nick.
Hello.
He says hello. 100% go to the dollar store for a kidney transplant though. Listen, if it's a kidney, the kidney works, right? Why wouldn't the kidney work? It's a kidney. The Crypto Bros get all the wood too. They're burning it to keep their farms going. Okay, no, but you're right though. We should eat the Crypto Bros. Eat the rich, eat the Crypto Bros. We have a lot of food for the next year. Settlers of Catan in real life. Who's hoarding all the woods? No, but for real though. And I don't know what it's about. But it's also kind of okay. It means we can save for a little bit longer, right? Let's get you a 3D printed house for extra cheap, yes. But a wolf can blow away a wooden house. Well, if a wolf comes in with a big enough lung capacity, then you know what? I'm filming that and I'll make enough money on royalties, putting that on the internet. I'll buy a new house. This time it'll be bricks. Kazumi says happy holidays. And Falani says, hi, Nick.
Hello.
He says, hello. Asking too many questions about the kidneys. Fine. They're for my bear anyway. My bear has to eat. I remember a quote about how when you commission some work, you can pick 2 out of low cost, high quality, and speed of completion. Yes. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And I always go for high quality. Just that. No speed, no low cost. Because all I commission is art. I shouldn't have trusted these $10 eyes I got for better vision. Depends. Are you seeing better? It's the opposite here. Brick houses is cheaper than wood. Really? I'm jealous. Obligatory F crypto NFT comment. Hell yeah. I have a feeling all the Crypto Bros are just pure fat. That's not be a good meal. Well, okay. I'm sure we could still use that for something. You'll sell it as an NFT? Absolutely not. There'll just be newspaper articles about it. Like, can we use your wolf video in our newspaper article? And it'll be like, pay me $1 million, sir. We have plenty of wood here in the US because we get most of it from Canada. But right now the prices are stupid high. Because we got none. Domesticate the wolf! That's been done. I mean, still, I would like a wolf. I had an idea in D&D campaign to play a Templar in the style of Azrael from the Batman universe. Crazy, indoctrinated with a violent sense of justice. I'm sure that could work out. That could work out. I mean, obviously you can't say Batman too often, but otherwise. Goes to dollar store for kidney transplant, wakes up with a can of kidney beans in your lower back. If it works, it works. If it works, it works, okay? So is the housing market actually easier to access in Canada? No. Unfortunately not. It's so funny as well, because I thought that as well when I got here. I was like, oh my god, it's so much easier. No, it isn't. I looked at like look at this graph. We looked at the graph and the graph was like, where did the housing prices grow the highest or the fastest? Canada was like ahead of everybody by 1.5 miles. So anyway, I'm alive, I'm alright. I had to stop commissioning art. Why? Why? I do see at least. See, there you go. So they work. There you go. You're taller than Nick? Yes. I am 176. Everyone keeps saying 178. I'm definitely 176. And how tall are you, Nick?
170.
He's 170. So he's like a head smaller than me. And very cute. Good D&D requires good people being willing to make jokes and have fun. And RP. And sometimes take themselves a little bit seriously as well. If you have like a very deep story, like Nick had, I say this every time, but Nick wrote a little story for my character and he made me cry. I know, I cry easily. Canada housing market is completely screwed. Yep, it is. It depends, like, I think a good balance. I was going broke and running out of room to put all those freaking prints! But now you have a lot of amazing prints though. Hey. Laughs in California Bay Area. Come to Canada for the houses, apparently. I have no idea about the cost of building, but everyone here is building brick houses. I think in Canada and America, it is a little bit more common to make wood houses because everyone here builds bigger. Like in the Netherlands, everything is brick as well, but we have pretty small houses. But they go for the same price as a large wooden house here. So there we are. Taller than Jinzy? By how much? Actually, I've met you. You're not that much taller, but you're a bit taller. Nick's as tall as me, you're as tall as Falani. The more you know. Since good quality wood are hard to find, so most of them are used for things like furniture. That makes sense. Like, I would like a brick house. It just wasn't in the cards yet. Maybe one day. 5'7" for those of us not lucky enough to be on metric. Not being on metrics could not be me. Oh, I'm 5'9", sorry, apparently. Nick is 5'7". I have lots of prints and a few OG watercolors. I love watercolors. I mostly just have prints though. I don't actually have any originals. Everything I have is prints. No, actually, that's a lie. I had a little Siri sketch commissioned. It's like this big-ish. So some brown paper, just a sketch of Siri. That I was on TwitchCon and I was like, do you do commissions? It's like, can you draw this girl? I'm 175. I'm slightly taller than you. Just a little bit. Just a tad. Raven is to my shoulders. Is just the right size. That's, I think, the difference between Nick and me as well, kind of. Swedes are tall. It's Europe, man. Europe is so tall. We're all so tall. Okay, not everyone. The Northerners are tall. I feel like that's a thing. Like, the more south you go, the shorter people get. Because even in the Netherlands, if you go to Brabant, people are usually a little shorter than the ones, like, boven de rivieren. Up the rivers. I don't know why, but that seems to be a thing. 172. You're a little bit taller than Nick. You can pat him on the head. There's a fair bit of building going on here, but we only do brick apart from, well, yeah, the roof rooms. That makes sense. I think if we ever move again, we will get a brick house. I would like a brick house, but it will take some time. Old Neanderthal DNA. I don't know why it's a thing. Maybe if you're up north, it's colder, so you have to be taller so that you can reach the fruits on the trees that haven't gone yet. That's what it is. That's what it is. I'm from Spain. I see really tall people on the street constantly, mostly young people. Ah, we're all growing together. Further north is less sun, so you gotta be taller to reach sunlight. We are plants. I'm photosynthesizing. I say as I just don't even go outside. Like, well, you can see how I'm super fucking pale. I am translucent. You can see straight through me. I don't go outside. 185 centimeters over here, but to be honest, I still feel smaller somewhat. How? You're so tall, Scott. I would have to do this to look at you. I would have to look up at you. As a southerner, I can confirm people here are very much shorter. Me, as 170 lady, I'm considered tall by most. My family's an anomaly. We are mostly very tall people. That's good. You can move to the Netherlands and integrate. She's a brick house. I mean, I want a brick house. They look nice. Are Nederlanders like the tallest race? Apparently we are. Yeah, apparently. Like for Dutch standards, I'm pretty like regular. I'm a normal size. Evolution 101, yeah. Photosynthesize. The veins though? What? I'm a super short Spanish girl? Just so they can see over the dikes. Yeah, so we can see the water. We gotta see the water. Do 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 do. Do do do. One of my old classmates is like around 190 and he didn't even play basketball. Not everyone who's tall wants to play basketball. Just imagine. Imagine. On my old class, oh, I just read Jinsey, you're tired, I know. Only thing I know in regards to Neanderthal DNA is that it's where red hair and green eyes got introduced, really? I did not know that. I did not know that. Current lumber shortage is caused by the wildfires over the last year. Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. Lumber mills failing to meet demands due to the pandemic. The start mills cut production, then there was a massive surge in building with no supplies, and then labor shortage. That makes a lot of sense, honestly. Should we build brick? I wonder if we ask them about brick now, if they'll be like, well, it's pretty much the same price now, so you could just have brick. Imagine. I was almost a foot, 28-ish centimeters taller than my ex. See, I never really have a problem with like size difference, generally speaking, as long as I can still comfortably hug you. That's it, that's my only requirement. Can I still comfortably hug you? The ace in me just wants to cuddle, and that's nothing else. Just cuddling. Brick houses also retain warmth better in the winter and keep the heat out of the summer. Stone homes are terrible. I mean the Hello, Arwen. Cat feet. See? Hugs are the best, they are! I can't function without hugs. What hasn't the pandemic messed up? That's true, that's fair, yeah. There's a labor shortage in the US across all the construction trades right now. I need to learn how to build houses is what I'm hearing. So that skill size didn't matter. If your hugs are soft, then it works for me. Wolf, hi! Oh my god, you were playing House Flipper! I don't have an auto shout out for you yet. Hold up. How is House Flipper? How are things going? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Wolf Clan. How are you doing? Are you having a good last day of the year? Is it just a brick fascia on the house? Oh, you mean like to make it look like it's brick, but it's not really? My ex was super tall. He could rest his head on my head. Oh, he hugged. Oh, that's so cute. That's friggin'. Cob walls, where is that? I think those are really expensive too, though. I don't think a cob wall is gonna be easy to get. I'm a bit too short for a comfy hug for my dad and sister. I have to stand on a step so they don't wreck their backs. Oh no! I could hug you very easily. I know this because I hug Nick. Brick is more expensive in North America because lumber is so readily available. But even now when there's no wood. Just watch Bob the Builder. Hammer the side of the house. It is done. I have a haunted house now! That's all you need, really. A Merry last day of the year. I'm like 180, not super tall, but above average. Hugs work, but her head was my chest level. No, but those are also comfortable. It depends on how you hug. My wife is short enough that I can do that, but I risk my shins if I try. She gonna kick your shins. I'm about to starve to death. Yes, run for food. Have a good food. And Happy New Year. Also, have a good eating. And I hope there's olive involved. There probably aren't, but there should be. There should be. It's also a big increase in demand for homes for millennials, but boomers are also downsizing. Everything's gone nutty. This is what that means. Well, that's probably why they're building so many new ones, right? The Robin style of house upgrades. Yes. Dunk. 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 In the middle of the night. Dunk. Dunk. Happy New Year to you, hater! Hello, hello, welcome in, hello, good day. I was actually considering, speaking of roaming, I was considering playing some Stardew Valley today, but like, I was looking at my game list and at like the time that I was gonna be streaming, and I was like, there's no way. I'm just gonna talk. And like, at most, we'll have like a half an hour of actual gameplay. Nobody got time for that. Good evening, astronaut. Hello. Good morning, also, at the same time. Skilled bricklayers in the US are more expensive, and there are fewer of them versus minimal skilled framers for wood homes is another cost consideration. So you're saying I should become a bricklayer, is what you're saying, with my long back. Maybe not. Played enough Age of Empires to know that houses can be built in under 10 seconds and only require a hammer. And one person, one dedicated person. Oh my god. I haven't played Age of Empires in so long. I kind of want to. Kind of want to play Age of Empires, actually. First hour is always talking anyway. No, it's true. Like, I know myself. I could have said, no, we're gonna play a video. No, it was never gonna happen. It was never gonna happen. And on this final day of the year, I was gonna be honest with myself, okay? New one isn't bad. I've seen a few people play it, but I haven't actually tried it myself at all. I think Age of Empires 2 was like the one that I played to death. I don't even think I played that much Age of Empires 3. I'm tempted to look it up now. I played a lot of Wololo. I'm sorry, I have to say that every time Age of Empires comes up. Be an electrician, way easier on the body and better pay, downsides. Everyone on the side blames you for everything and thinks you're a princess. Well, I am a princess. Have you seen me? Sorry. Happy New Year, Eastland! Hello, buddy! Happy New Year to you. Is it already 12? We're like 12 hours behind you, or something like that, give or take, if that's the case. Join the Bricklayers Guild. They have a sweet haul. Do they actually? Do they actually have a sweet haul? Because I'm intrigued. I'm interested. All the same artist. Hold on. I want to look at that right now. Oh my god, those are beautiful things! I love the dragon ones. Are they dragons? Like the sea dragons? Those are beautiful! my god, who? Who? Thanks, who? Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition is very nice, would recommend. I might get it again, I might get it. To be fair, I'm taking, like I said, I'm taking January off from making videos. I'm making only TikToks and I'm doing Twitch streams, but I'm not making videos. I'm gonna replay Onimusha. All of it. And maybe just play a few games that I haven't played before. I might do that. Watch the vids of people making cool houses from natural materials. I get them on my TikTok actually a lot. The house building ones. And the ones where they take everything apart and then they just refurbish the whole house. I like the Doctor Who one, that one's really, really sweet too. She does a lot of dragons. I like her. I'll shamelessly promote her Etsy. Yes, do it! Promote her Insta and Etsy, because I am very interested. I would like to check her out. Let me check her Etsy. I'm keeping that open. I'm gonna check her out after the stream. After I render... Wait, no, actually I only have to upload it. I already finished the Witcher 2 comparison. I will check her out. Thank you. Am I via Dragon? She streams all her art on Twitch as well. This one time I met this wonderful artist. I think it was actually at the Dutch Comic Con. And she made these giant paintings. And this was back when I was like a lot smaller. This was when I first met Ragnar. I met Ragnar for the first time. I met Ash and I met Elle as well. And we were at the Dutch Comic Con together. And first we were looking at swords, but then I was looking at the art as well. And she was like, well, if you want like an actual personally made commission, it'd be like $2,000. And I just... I have a lot of saving to do. A lot of saving to do. Everything worthwhile for art is a few $1,000s apparently. Actually, that's not true, because emotes aren't. Emotes are not, and they are very cute. That is a lot of... Oh my god, those are really fucking cute though. Those are so cute. Does she do emote commissions? Asking for a friend? I love her birds! They're actually so... One day, I'm gonna kind of like make my emotes the same-ish. Yordveth will never leave though, just so you know. Yordveth will never leave. My wee boy is up from his nap, so I'm jumping off. Oh, give him a cuddle, give him a kiss, and have a very happy new year! The both of you, and maybe all of you, maybe the three of you. And I hope it is amazing. And 2022 gives you great, wonderful things. Hi, Kaisa! Good morning! Still, it is still good morning. Hello, hello. Is it already New Year's where you are? I finally finished my art piece that I've been working to. Did you post it on Discord? Are you posting it on Discord? She did her own emotes. Oh, I figured as much. Dang it, open commissions! Well, hello there, Ian. Welcome in, and, well, you've got emotes now, whether you like it or not. You're very cute birds. I never knew, like, what to do with, like, birds. I was tempted to, like, change my... What do you call that? Mascot? Because I have a bird mascot, obviously. But, when I was really, really young, I made a little cat. I posted this on Discord at one point as well. I made a little cat, and I called the little cat Lion. It was a little red cat with giant yellow eyes and angel wings, because that's the kind of bitch I was. And I wanted to use that one, but it's a cat and not a bird. So I was like, I can't do that. But here, I'm not proper bird. Here, I'm Jinzy. So there's a chance. When you're up at 3 in the morning watching some guy build a house and pool in the jungle out of mud and bamboo for the 100th time, if that's what you're into, I am not gonna judge you. Bird envy. Slight bird envy. I'm still kind of looking up at them. They're so cute. Can't wait for 2018! Where did the time go? Well, Happy New Year, Kaisa! Happy New Year! Twitch needs some proper bird emotes. We already have some. We have bird emotes. Several, in fact, I'll have you know. But yeah, it's hard to make like cute birds. Cute birdos. But I already call myself proper bird, so that's on me. And I do really like birds. I think birds are wonderful. I just need to figure out how I'm gonna like change things up. I will see. Next time. Improper bird. Excuse me. Hi, Div. Good day. Happy New Year. Hello. Gonna be off. Have a good one, Falani. Do a ton of gaming. Have a little nap. And I hope you have a wonderful new year. And I hope 2022 goes amazingly for you. It better, or I'm gonna go punch it in the face. Hey, Jeff. Good morning as well. You are barely good morning. You are the last good morning today, because it is 11:59 here. A silly question. Please, I have so many of those. Hopefully it will suck less. We can only hope. We can only hope. Oh, I still really like that bee. It's still really adorable. I want new Pride emotes. Or rather, I want more. I want even more. Is your tattoo same what my boy Yodvat has? No, but it is based on his. It is based on his. Like, Yodvat's tattoo is, I want to say a bit messier. But, like, this bit over here, I don't know how well you can see that. Obviously not with it. This says "Et fail men hiriat ten velde," which is the quote he uses when he goes to get himself captured on purpose. Conquer with courage rather than strength. And I love that quote so much. I love it so much. Literally. Well, I mean, I guess you can tell because I put it on my body. But still. See you down! Have a good 2022 yourself. I hope it is amazing. I hope it is everything you've ever wanted. Does anybody have, like, New Year's resolutions? Because I have a few. I have a few New Year's resolutions. And that I'm hopefully also going to actually keep myself to this time. I've had New Year's resolutions before, but it was usually something kind of vague, like, oh, I'm gonna do more moving, or I'm gonna eat healthier, and things like that. And I did not put those on my New Year's resolutions this year, because I was like, first of all, how dare you? Second of all, I need to not tie it to, I think, a solution or a resolution. I should just tie it to something I want, which is why I posted on Discord a picture of me cutting up a bunch of veggies and fruits, because those are going to be my snacks, even though I still, like, they have these for sale. These were on sale for $2 each in the Dutch store. $2 Canadian each even, which, you know, or no, not even, 150 Canadian dollars, which is like 2 cents in real money. So we bought like 10 of those bags. But once those are gone, I promise you I'm gonna eat a lot of fruit. My resolution is to bring back the Byzantine Empire. Okay, that might take a lot of effort, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not posting on Discord unless the person I'm sending it to is okay. Okay. I didn't know it was a personal piece, but okay, that makes sense. The New Year resolution is something not to do? Why? The cooking stream is not on my New Year's resolution either, because I won't have a house yet. So I can't do a cooking stream yet. Once I have a house. My New Year's resolution is, it's gonna be what I had planned for 2021, but like upgrade it to 4K? Wait, so what are you doing in 2022 that you were gonna do in 2021? New Year's resolution is to get out of my apartment and into a house and travel. I really want to travel as well, Hush. So yes, that's a good one. The only thing that I, like, the one country that I really want to visit at least once is Japan, still. I don't think that's gonna happen next year, but maybe the year after, I don't know. Not just because I'm a weeb, but also partially because I'm a weeb. My resolution is to live deliciously. Oh, do you want to have some of my paper notes? I have 10 bags! Oh, well, I guess 9 bags now. Still. Finish all my current projects, travel to Raven, hopefully, and lose some more weight still. I really hope you get to travel to Raven. I hope that finally happens. And then you can show her all your current projects. All your finished current projects, I should say, obviously. Be a healthy duck. Yes, exactly. Be a healthy duck. You need to commit to those resolutions. How many of us have gone, yeah, I'll study harder and get better grades, and then change nothing? You know, that's the thing, right? That's the thing. That's why I didn't put, like, I'm gonna eat healthier on the list, but I made, like, tangible goals. Like, I posted on Twitter, actually. Let me go and read them for you. Because they're all things that I can, like, measure, I want to say. Technically. Where are you? There you are. So, my goals for 2022 are, I'm gonna reach over 80 plus CCV, which we're in like 60 to 70-ish right now, which is like a huge deal for me. Excuse me, a huge fucking deal. Figure out at least 5 sponsorships, and it's like me having to go to people and approach them and be like, do you wanna sponsor me, sir? Please? I am fun. CCV is concurrent viewers. So at least 60 of y'all actually show up every stream to watch my dumbass do stuff, which, excuse me, I think that's pretty fucking dope. I want to hit 300k on TikTok, which I know 300k sounds like a lot, but I feel like I need to put like a big goal down, right? To push yourself, you have to have big goals, right? If you make small goals, then I feel like you're just kind of sitting in your comfort zone a little bit. I did vaguely put my mental health first, but I really have to do that. Like, I have to do that. I'm gonna take my weekends off, take the time I need on videos, and read 5 books. I definitely am gonna read 5 books, yes. 100%. I'm already working on one, actually. Does that one count for this year or next? I'm not sure. But yeah, so those are my goals. And it's mostly also to get like a healthier workflow. It's gonna be great, trust me. House and travel for me as well. Going back to Ireland will be amazing. I'd really like to see Ireland. I've actually never been to Ireland, but I really want to go. Because a tangible goal is to build an actual friendships. Do you not have any actual friends right now? Do we not count? Do I not count? Me to Tokyo, Japan, and Bali in Thailand is beautiful. I have to visit Singapore to go see Kaisa, who will take me to all of the best sushi. It's a promise. We have a call up with Christopher and Joey. They don't know I exist, let's be honest. Like, compared to those two, I am tiny Nat. Wise, welcome back. Hi, thank you so much for the resub. Happy New Year. Is it already New Year there? It's already late there? Hello. How are you doing, buddy? Have a good shop, runner. Have a. What are you buying? Food? I hope. House is loading. Just need my credit a little bit more higher for the house that I really want a PlayStation 5 if I can find it. I am gonna wait with the PlayStation 5. I'm gonna just wait until it's actually easy enough to get again, because they are not. Define a high goal to reach an almost high one. Exactly. Shoot. What is it? What is the saying again? Shoot for the moon, so you land among the stars. Is that the saying? That's what we're doing. I'm eagerly awaiting your visit. I bet you're like, I can finally eat sushi all day. Do count? Yes. Yes. Building could be making things stronger too. That's true. That is true. Build on a foundation. I only read 15 books this year. I read 1. But I'm gonna read more. I'm gonna read at least 5 in the next year. Would it be possible to watch your old bird words on the VOD channel or the other one and the reviews you made for certain games? Are there any specific ones you're thinking of? Because I deleted a lot of them. There's a few I saved, but most of them I just straight up deleted. So if you, I don't know if there's any specific ones that you're missing. I did save a few from my personal archive, at the very least. I think I actually saved like 2 of the reviews as well. I think. Ireland is wonderful. I studied abroad in Ireland for 4 months in 2019 and lived in the Liberties, the first community built outside of the Dublin city walls when it was still inhabited by the Vikings. That's the thing that I really want to know about, like the history and the stories in Ireland. Because Ireland is just, it's such an interesting country to me. Oh, you're East Coast. Wait, so it's earlier there than it is here, isn't it, Wise? Because it's 12 p.m. here? Booze and snacks. Well, it is New Year, so yeah. It's been Happy New Year in general. It is. I don't listen with all the time zones. I don't know who's had one and who hasn't. Because Kaisa's had one. That's it. Reach the moon. We're trying. We're gonna try. Thought we shoot for the moon and find rabbits, and then we shoot the rabbits, or aren't stars usually further away from the moon? It's just a saying. I don't know. I'm unfortunately not very well versed on stars. If you miss the moon, you'll probably just end up in some weird, highly eccentric orbit around Earth where you slowly suffocate to death. That's a bit morbid. That's just a bit morbid. Hello again, Arwen. Hey, how's your stomach feeling, little buddy? Are you feeling a little better? Oh, it's also 12:08 here. We have the same time zone. We do. Hi, loneliest. Oh, of course. Something coffee. Do you hear our prayers? Welcome back, loneliest. Is this for January? Who even knows? What is time? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But happy Bloodborne alert today. Welcome back. 13's a lucky number, just so you know. I know people say it's unlucky, but they're wrong. They are wrong. I don't know why, but ever since I got into uni, I stopped consuming anything anime manga related, barely hung on to reading one manga. I have noticed that ever since I started like doing this like properly full-time, like I've just put all my time into work, right? So I just don't read anything new anymore, which I think for my line of work, that's a terrible thing. But we're changing that. That's why we're doing 5 books. 5 books at least. The one about Darkwood, I believe, and Towards the Pantheon. I think I definitely have the Darkwood one. I don't know that I have the Halloween Games one. I will check for you. I will check for you. I can upload them on the secondary channel that I'm making. I can just make that like the Ko-fi Patreon kind of channel. And like I was gonna move everything over anyway, so yes, I'm gonna do big cleanup and everything. We're still 12 hours till New Year's. Yeah, same. Happy New Year out there. Are you doing anything for New Year wise? Are you staying in cozy and comfortable? You are never late, Halor. You arrive precisely when you need to. Happy New Year, buddy. Good morning also, Moonflower, and good afternoon. You get both. What's your color of your hair? It's brown. It is brown. I mean, some people are like, no, it's actually dark blonde. But I don't know those people. I don't talk to those people. Please. Arwen's staying off screen apart from her tills, so she looks like an eldritch horror. She just wanted a few petties, and now she's going to sleep. You know, I'm supposed to be going to a rave in Manchester to bring in the new year, but my reality is stuck at home with an ear infection. Oh, Yellen, I'm sorry. That fucking sucks. I hope you're starting to feel better at least. That sucks. I mean, I hope you're comfortable. I hope you're feeling better. And maybe some video calls, because a friend of ours also got COVID, which is why we are not visiting them anymore. But we are going to have them on video call, so they could still be there a little bit. It's the darkest of blondes, according to hair people. So weird. Happy New Year! Hope everything burns to the ground and starts fresh again, or God knows! I mean, it's a new beginning, hey! Was going to go over a friend's house, but his 1-year-old tested positive for COVID, so I'm staying home tonight. We had pretty much the same thing happen. Not to a 1-year-old, thankfully, but yeah, same. Little guy got it from daycare. Yeah, we think Nicole probably got it from, I'm gonna guess from work. Something like that, unfortunately. A little under 9 hours from until 2022. We still have 12 hours. Well, 11 hours and 48 minutes. It's a little under 7 hours. Am I starting to lose my voice? It's been an hour in stream. Am I okay? I'm not okay. Maverick, hi. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the race up at tier 3, no less. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. The happiest of New Years. To you. I'm staying in myself. Our health department is saying we're at 1 in 100 people now testing positive for COVID. Yeah, that's probably smart then. Yeah. Can my New Year's resolution be seeing some of the flock in real life, specifically go to Europe like Germany? I really want to go to, well, I want to go home in 2022. You know, Europe, be around the Netherlands. We could probably meet in the middle in Germany somewhere. Time for a 2022 upgrade. Very nice, your first class now. I haven't watched the Patreon video yet, but I'm looking at your tweet plans. They're good tweet plans. If Jinzy's hair is dark blonde, then I get to claim to be platinum blonde! Let's go! You know what? I would probably dye my hair white. If it was a possibility, I would dye my hair white, but it's not because I have to bleach my hair for that. I'm not doing that. I may be asleep if I'm not playing Final Fantasy 14. I'm recovering from a fall from the morning. Oh no, buddy! Are you okay? I'm sorry. That's not a good start of the new year. The CCV means concurrent viewers. Loneliest. 5 hours for me. For me, time moves so fast it might as well be 2 minutes to midnight. Sorry. Happy Eve, Mumpao! Hi! Happy New Year. Soon Happy New Year. Hello. How is your day going? I hope you're doing nothing at all. I hope you're just sitting on the couch and doing nothing and just chilling and vibing. Kind of want that for me. You have to bleach your hair and then dye it white? Yeah. You have to, because my hair is so dark, pigmentation doesn't really attach to it very well. Whereas if you're blonde, it attaches immediately. I looked up how it worked at some point and I completely forgot. But yeah, I have to bleach my hair for it. Which is also the reason why I don't really dye my hair in general, because if I have to bleach my hair, it becomes extremely unhappy. You just woke up. Excellent. I love that for you. Keep that up. Keep that energy. I'm staying in my PJs today. You should. It's New Year's Eve. You're not supposed to be uncomfortable today. You're supposed to be extremely comfortable. I've been claiming having platinum highlights for years. I think the best I could do is getting like extensions that are a different color. I could still do that. Why not both? Dragons! Welcome! Thank you so much for the Prime sub! Thank you so much for using that here. I super appreciate that. Enjoy your largely witchery month. One day there will be a different category that takes over the Witcher category, but it is not this day. Welcome! Very pleasant to see you today. I hope you have a very happy new year also. Only permanent damages to my ego. Still though, I've been hitting my funny bone on every corner of my table today. I don't know why. They're good goals and I love that you're going to be prioritizing rest in your brain. Yes, I have to. I'm actually weirdly looking forward to February so I can start doing drugs. I already take 4 different medications every day just for my cat allergies. So, you know, cat allergies and one other. What's another few? Right? 7 hours remaining here to 2022 with popcorn. If the flock will also prioritize your brain and mental health. I'm still like my main goal there as well, like for work, is just to make sure that I work more efficiently, because I think I'm just not efficient in my job. You know what I mean? It's gonna be great, don't worry. My brother-in-law tried to dye his hair red once. He's very dark, but didn't wash it well enough after the bleach and ended up with salmon pink. That's worse than me, because I had my hair at some point. I dyed my hair black and red. So my base color was black, and then I had red streaks in it. But they washed out after like 2 days or something, and then it was just blonde. So we were just sitting there like, I paid money for this. Martini, hi! You'll have drugs. Drugs. It's the only way to stay alive, Martini. I'm on 5 a day too, it's fine. It's my collection. Be extremely comfortable, Jinsey says, I'm just very cold over here. Oh, buddy, no! I'm sorry. Get yourself another blanket. Nice, wonderful little blanket. You mean you want to make more progress in game stream? No, okay, I didn't say that, Tamwin. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Only 2 days? That was very quick. Wait, which one? God, I already forgot what we were talking about. Speaking of mental health, a really close friend of mine got together with a guy 9 years her senior 2 months ago, and today she called me and promptly broke down crying. She feels the guy is not caring much about her, so now I'm going out of my mind with worry for her and I don't really know what I can do besides offering her some advice. Break up? She needs to go. Like, listen, I will never tell anybody who to date. However, I have some personal rules that if anybody asks me for advice in their own relationships, I will apply. And one of them is that 9 years is too much. I am sorry, but it is. Love y'all. I'm also in 4 day. Are we besties now? I'm gonna get more, Lander. Are you gonna get more? Just order drugs from the store. Should be here at 1:30 p.m. Yes, drugs. And this stream is not promoting the use of drug unless... Let's go back from watching the Queen of Denmark's New Year's speech. Pretty neat. She gave credit to all hospital workers, endorsed green energy, and called for acceptance of mental handicaps. She sounds like a much cooler queen than the one from the UK. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. This being there for her is huge and very helpful. That's true. Just letting her vent is already like peak usefulness. Lots of people, like, that's something else. If you go to someone for advice, if someone asks you for advice, it's not always like a cue for you to give actual advice. They might just want to vent. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes when someone comes to you with problems and then the other person immediately tries to solve it, and I'm just here like, I just want to tell you how much I hate this thing, and then I want to move on. I don't want to hear the solution. That's too hard. I don't want to deal with it. I guess it's too much. Listen, I'm just saying. Yell at me if I'm awake. No. Only legal drugs. Yes. Yes. Take legal drugs. She's very poorly insulated in his house, and getting up means leaving the street. Oh no. I will forgive you. I forgive you. We're still here. Get yourself a blanket. Have a good blanket. DK Queen is the old crouchy granny. DK Queen is like a warm, enthusiastic granny. Much better. Much better. 9 years would be appropriate if the average lifespan was 500 years. Yes. If we stretched ourselves a little thinner, then it would be fine. Like, but we don't. It's cold medicine I ordered. My whole body hurts. Oh no. I am crossing my fingers that it is not COVID. Not sure I even got sick and I don't go out. I never know how I get sick either. I really don't. Like, sometimes I just wake up some days where it's like, well, that's a cold. Advice, but actually it's the advice they give themselves. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Always ask, are we listening or problem solving? Exactly, thanks. Exactly. I've given her the advice that she needs to start thinking of ending things with him. Hopefully things go well for her, as that guy just so happens to be co-teaching the same class with her. We had this conversation during a Persona 5 stream. Never date your colleagues. 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 I'm making this a song now. I'm making this a song now. I'm making this a song. Never date your colleagues. Because it's exactly what Kaisa says. If things go south, you are fucked. You are fucked. Also, Kaisa, so just making sure that you did check with her. Does she have a safe place to go? Because, like, I don't know if they're living together. Does she have anywhere to go if something happens and she feels like she has to leave the situation? Like, can she chill at your place? UK Queen now, it's just a meme saying she's been dead. I know! And we haven't heard anything from them in so long, so like, somebody check on her. Hi, it is! Good afternoon, Happy New Year. How are you doing this fine New Year day? Do you want comfort or solution? 90% of the time I just want comfort. Experience can't be replicated in most things. It's true, like you're just on different levels. You're different phases of your life, you know? Not a coworker and an older man. We really hit the jackpots. She's still staying with her parents and siblings. Okay, that's good. That's good. Then at least that's that. Okay. This is a great song. I put the Nintendo playlist on because it makes me happy. Listen, RS, do you want my Happy New Year or not? Take my Happy New Year, bitch. Take it. Never date best friends too. Yeah, there's so many rules in his life. Too many rules in his life. Speaking of mental health, I need to try to do therapy again and then get an in-person doctor's appointment to get properly diagnosed. You and me both. That's literally what I'm doing. Let's do it, Danny. Let's go. Let's fix our mental health this year. Okay, we can't really fix it. Let's deal with it though. Let's confront it. Therapy is amazing. Therapy for everyone. I cannot recommend therapy enough. I haven't been sick since 2019. It might be the mask and constant hand washing. I've definitely been sick a lot less. I think I've been sick once. A singular time. You know what sucks? I never played KOTOR and I started to play it and stream it, but whenever it goes to a cutscene, it minimizes the game. I had that same problem. You have to use the patch. Did you patch it? Because there's a fan patch for KOTOR that should fix that. Happy New Year to you, Emu. Happy New Year. That weird dumping meme. Dump his ass. Is that the one you mean? You're dating an older coworker. Dump his ass. I did not patch it. Get the fan patch. Look up the fan patch. I don't remember what it's called exactly, but there is a patch for KOTOR that will fix this problem 100%. Not my daddy, don't tell me what to take. Nick!
What?
Tell Ades to accept my Happy New Year. He looks very confused.
Accept the Happy New Year.
He said it. He said you have to accept it. What? What now? What now? Therapy? Delirium did have the solution? Listen, everything has merits. I also need to go to therapy. Let's go to therapy together. How about that? You're welcome. I hope that fixes it, Liger. It definitely fixed it for me, because I also streamed it. Did I stream KOTOR this year? Was it this year that I did that? Pretty recently, actually. I've had a pretty bad experience with therapy. Okay, Danny, the one thing, you would never be afraid to walk away from your therapist. It takes a while to find a good one. In the Netherlands, it took me like 4 or something. Like a bunch. So if you feel like you're not vibing, if you are not vibing with your therapist, say like, hey, it's been great, it's been cool, I'm leaving now, bye. And then you shuffle out the door backwards, and you never see them again. Ever. Daddy Nick, listen. He's here, I might as well use him. He's very confused. It's okay, so is Arwen. Arwen's like, I hate you both. If your therapist doesn't feel good, go for another. 100%. Don't even feel bad. You do not have to keep your therapist. Exactly. Watching the stream is my therapy. Is it the Nintendo music? It's the Nintendo music, isn't it? You're welcome. Luigi! Delirium is a book where they cure humans from love. Oh no! Okay, never mind. It has no merit. It has 0 merit. I hate it. Don't apologize to your dad, at asked. Do you think this might be the patch to K1 community? Oh my god, I probably don't have it anymore. I probably hold on. KOTOR. If I see the name, I feel like... unofficial patch for KOTOR 1. I think it is the K1 community patch. I think that is the one. I'm looking at it now. I think that is what it is. Oh, I wish we had some KOTOR expertise on stream right now. Because like when I started up this... If I just go to the KOTOR category right now, I'm sure they will show up. But I had people tell me about this when I started it up. They were like, yeah. Oh no, I was playing SWOTOR, I think. And I was talking about streaming KOTOR, and they were like, okay, get this patch. I think that is what it is. I think that is the one. The fan patch, yes. It doesn't help that I don't consistently live in the same place, so it makes it even more difficult to find therapists. Yeah, ever since I moved, I haven't found a new one yet. Which is why I'm going to a psychologist in February. And maybe find one there. We had one therapy session person, but that was like online, which is fair enough, but it's not the same. Happy New Year, Timmer! Hello! I hope you had a wonderful day. Maybe it's already time for a New Year's for you? For me, it's another, what is it? 11 hours? 33 minutes. I have plenty of time to still regret my actions. Anyway, I hope that works out, Liger. I went and learned 4 blue mage spells in Final Fantasy XI. I'm super out of the way, in a super out of the way place. I'm assuming you mean Final Fantasy XIV. But I'm not sure, because Final Fantasy XI is also an MMO, I think. You never know. Jabberwock! Hi! Happy 2 years! Happy 2 years, welcome in! Hello! Thank you so much for the resub! How's your New Year's going? I mean 11, okay, see, that's... Listen, you never know, there's Blue Mage in 14 as well, and I actually like it. I've never played 11, so I don't know what is and isn't an out-of-the-way place. My issue is, I need to go for a religious trauma, I need to find a non-Mormon one in Utah. Actually, Tyler, for you, online might be the best option. Finding someone online, because then you're not really restricted to just there. We need human interaction, not human screen interaction, except for Tyler, because well, that's kind of hard where he is. It's a bit much. Meaning your therapist is always better. You can have one. You can go back and forth once and then have it on screen. 13 hours away here officially? Okay, never mind. You're further behind than me. Never mind. It took me 3 hours to get the ability from the foam whores. Do I know what the foam whores are? I'm actually not sure. They made Blue Mage getting in 14 a lot easier. Actually, did you know in 14 they nerfed the Of Dragon's Deep title? I found that out yesterday. There's this fishing achievement where you have to catch a bunch of fish that are really annoying to catch because there's like a window of a few minutes every day in which you can get the fish, and you have to be really good at fishing too. And then you get the title of Dragon's Deep. But they changed fish eyes. Now when you use fish eyes, it negates the time requirement for certain fish. So if you want the Of Dragon's Deep title, it is now markedly easier to get, so get on that. And yes, I did spend like a good amount of my life trying to get the Of Dragon's Deep title. Trust me, it's a lot easier now. I always have a problem installing patch on games. I have it on GOG, so it's so hard to find where the game is on my PC. I usually just Google, I'll be honest. I'll Google like, where is my game on this platform? Because I also use GOG a lot. Thank you for the hydrate. Shadow people. I feel like I've heard of the Fomors in another way. I think it's like an existing thing as well in the real world? I feel like it's something that we know about. I just don't remember what. I still haven't figured out the titles thing in Final Fantasy XIV. I think you go to personal or something. It's in the character screen. You go to the character screen, you go to personal, and then you go like, you press titles somewhere in there. I'll when I'm in game, I'll look for you. I was watching Australians celebrate New Year's, and one of the chats made a snark about the fireworks. So are the emus invading again? If they are, Australia would still lose. They would still lose. I'm sorry, Australia. You're not cut out for fighting emus. I know Japan has already had New Year's as well. Kaisa's had New Year's. Singapore has had New Year. I was anticipating something like this happening with my friend as she was telling me about her problems and issues the last time we met on Tuesday, but I did not expect it to happen this quickly. It's kind of like a holiday thing, right? For some reason, this always happens around the holidays. Maybe because it's more noticeable during those times? I don't know. And don't worry about it, Kaisa. Don't even worry about it. As long as your friend's safe, it's okay. She'll be okay. And yeah. Also, good. Dumb business. I can't say it like the guy on TikTok, but dumb business. Because, like, 9 years is too much. I'm sorry, 9 years is too much. Also, speaking of TikTok, jumping around just a little bit. In January, since I'm taking time off, I'm also going to be working on the secondary TikTok. Finally, I'm going to start using the clips and stuff. I'm going to make like a proper streamer TikTok, which, you know, will not be as big as the Witcher TikTok for obvious reasons, but I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. Because I started doing TikTok as like a fun thing, but now it grew like really big, and it kind of scares me. It wasn't supposed to grow that big. It was not supposed to grow that big. If you feel safe and private enough, it's fine. Exactly. Like, it's not I do not consider this trauma dumping, so don't even worry. It's a lot of stuff. It is, but I'm gonna do it calmly. Don't worry. I don't have a deadline for it. I'm gonna start on it because I still haven't started on it. And Coolsta and everyone has made such nice clips for me. I'd be remiss not to use it. Okay. I honestly, Vartini, my TikTok is bigger than any of my other platforms. Like, everybody watches my TikTok. I have several TikToks with like 1 million views on them. I won't say I'm not very proud of it. I am. I'm glad there's so many people who want to hear me talk about The Witcher, because it was kind of like my outlet, because I stopped doing The Witcher on YouTube, basically. And I was like, I still really want to talk about The Witcher, though. So I was like, oh, it's okay. I'll make a TikTok. I can still talk about The Witcher. But then it grew out of proportions. Now it's huge. I don't know what happens. I still need to figure out some other stuff in Final Fantasy XIV, like crafting and stuff. I would say leave crafting for all the way at the end. Don't start crafting yet. Like, do the main story quest, and then when you're done with that, like, slowly get into the other things, because crafting and gathering have like their own little mini everything, like quest lines and rotations, and there's like a whole deal around them. And I will sit you down and I will teach you about the crafting. But don't focus on too much at the same time. I really want to tell her to just leave him, but I'm worried that it might be because I'm somewhat interested in her and that might be coloring my view on the whole thing. Well, and it's not, because you can, from us, from the chats, we also feel like breaking up would be the course to take here. 100%. There are so many red flags, and I don't even know the whole story, and there's so many red flags. The youth loves me, apparently. Apparently, I don't know, do they? Thank you. Thank you, guys. Jizzy says, have only really clipped her singing. They're still nice clips. They're still nice. I was in the same situation 6 years ago. Definitely put your feelings to your side in a moment, and if she's indeed in a bad situation, gently advise her and ask how she feels about the situation. And like, we've got your back. Like, we are literally on the same page here. Hi, Junket! Good afternoon! I was about to say morning again. Cheers. The chat agrees this is a bad coupling. Yes. Absolutely. Like, if she can set herself outside of the situation, which is very hard to do, especially if it's like one of those situations, you know, she'd be like, wow, that's a nice parade of red flags. Good afternoon. I always do this. For some reason, I'm stuck in good morning, no matter what the time of day is. What can I say? Good morning. What can I say except good morning? Thankfully, my friend listened to me and her ex got the anger management he apparently needed. They're on better terms since then. Good. Excellent. I love good endings. Oh, I think this is the last one. Is that the last? Yes, it is. It's the last one. The music is over! That means the stream is over. That means we're gonna watch Ryan's How the Last Year Has Felt. I'm sorry. Sorry. Let's see if I can find it. How the past 2 years have felt. We're gonna watch this one as like an ending. This will be our ending for the day. Thank you, Paramis. Some of it hurt. Okay, the arm part, actually, this didn't hurt at all. You know what hurt? This, because it's bone, and my neck, because it's like really, really thin. It's really thin. There. Should I move my face? I'm not gonna do it. The music was the timer, yes!
So, yeah, I mean, that sounds really good to me if you want to lock it in. Sure, yeah. And actually, you know, that aligns perfectly with the two of you, so that's great. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, let's make it happen. So, I guess just in terms of, you know, like, next concrete moves, Hi? Hi. Sorry, we're just in the middle of something here. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. Should we be worried about that?
I'm in front of dreams.
Say no? Okay, so then let's just move
I'm
forward
dreams.
with that together, and, Sorry, he's tuning a guitar over there. Sorry, can you not tune that guitar with intent, please? I'm actually untuning it.
With
I make
intent?
things worse. That's my thing. Okay, well, please don't do anything. We're trying to get some stuff done over here. Maybe he'll go away? I gotta say, I'm starting to feel a little iffy. Okay, it might not be that bad, okay? Let's not panic. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, this doesn't seem too bad. Maybe we can just work through this. Mama! Okay, that sounds really bad. Ooh! Okay, well, maybe we... Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna go. Wait, hold on. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go. Okay, but like temporarily, right? I think we're gonna go too, to be honest. This is not sounding good. Really?
He untuned it, Cardwork.
I get it.
He untuned it.
Woo! That was almost something.
That was almost something.
Beep, beep, beep. I wish I had a flute. Oh! Hey guys, I think it's getting better. Hey.
Hey!
It's not that bad anymore, right? Yeah. It's okay. It's not that bad anymore. You lost weight, by the way. I did. I feel like not too bad about this. Yeah. Hey, should we get Plans back in here? I mean, yeah. Let's get him in here, right? Hey, Plans! Hey. I think I'm back. Yeah? I I kind of think I am. Okay, great. So let's get back into what we were talking about, right? Let's, wait, it's getting louder. Oh God, he's coming back. Oh God, I'm out. No, plans. Oh, plans. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head out too. Don't you dare.
I just love how Dreams never came back. Dreams never came back. He was like, it's over. Anyway, I love this guy. He does like he's the guy whenever somebody says barely an inconvenience or you gotta get all the way off my back, that's this guy. That's this guy. I fucking love him. He's hilarious. He does TikTok as well, actually. Anyway, that was a good way to end the stream for the New Year's. The New Year's stream. You get the void in the background. I don't know if I'm allowed to use him there. Bye, Ryan George! One last time. Happy New Year, everybody. I will be seeing you. The next time I'll be seeing you will be in the new year. And if it isn't already New Year, then I hope you have a very good New Year's. And I hope you have lots of great food and great hugs and great everything. And a wonderful rest of your day also. It's a short stream at us. It's New Year's. We're going to eat Oli Bolla. And I will be thinking of you. Have a happy new year, whether you've had it or will be having it. Thank you very much for joining me today for the very short stream. And until next year, stay awesome. Not fail.